boys. And then we hit the field like, woo! All day like, woo! All night like, woo! And we ready like, woo! Dale Thomas like, woo! Offense like, woo! Smashing boys like, woo! Yeah! And we get it like, woo!
Welcome back to Raw Talk. I'm Austin Birch.
I'm Derek Griffin.
And as you can see, we got a green screen. Shout out to Mama Birch. Love you, appreciate it for getting this so we can film this. Now, for the new backdrop, new logo, there it is. Welcome to the Week 3 preview of Chiefs and the Ravens. First home game. And what are your first thoughts, man? Like, what's it going to take?
Man, first home game of the year. It feels like it's been forever since the Chiefs have played in Arrowhead. 12 o'clock start time. Chiefs versus Ravens. We all seen what this was last year. This game was a slugfest.
Yep.
Very, very physical.
Crazy.
Came down to second plays, a 4th and 9.
The best play of the year.
Right.
Happened in this game at home.
Right. Still remember that, man. That 4th and 9 to Tyreek Hill.
We're seeing that just going nuts. Oh my God!
Right.
Did you like?
You felt like last year, especially in previous years, those are games that Chiefs lose at home.
Yes.
You know, but then having the Patrick Mahomes effect, it's like you're so confident knowing that like you got a quarterback that can get you out of those binds. You know?
Like you said, that Stephen A is gonna say it.
He's a bad man.
That boy's different.
Right.
He's different. It's just is.
I think you got a good young Baltimore team coming in here. I know a lot of people have said they haven't really played anybody.
Yeah.
They play bad teams back to back, but I still think they're hungry. They're out to prove that they can be one of those top teams in the AFC. A good, young, hungry defense.
Yeah.
Even though they lost a couple veteran guys, Mosley and Suggs, I still think that they're one of the top defensive units in the league.
Yes.
And in that running game that they come in with, they're going to ball control the death to us. So
yes.
We got to be able to stop that. We got to be able to contain Lamar Jackson. I think as far as going back to our side of our offense, it starts with the battle in the trenches, which is actually one of our key matchups this week. So what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah. That's going to be huge because if you remember last year, their blitzes and their schemes, man, that's what messed us up early.
Yeah.
With them. Like that's where Oakland failed.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped blitzing. We're Ravens. They just kept coming and coming and coming.
They're going to continue to be aggressive the whole game.
So like if we can just contain it just for a few plays and just show them a couple times that their blitzes aren't going to get there. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they do what the Raiders did, maybe crossing our fingers, where they adjust. Maybe we score a touchdown on the blitz and their coordinator goes, crap, okay, we got to switch something up.
Yeah.
You know, we got to win that battle. If we don't, it's going to be a long game.
Yeah.
That if they're running the clock and we can't control line of scrimmage, it could be tough.
Yeah.
We could get down 14-0. Mm-hmm. Even though we do have the kid, the baby goat, he can't pull off every game like that.
Right.
We have to win slugfest, which we can because that was the game we did it last year.
Yeah.
But you can't just rely on doing it every single game. So hopefully we can win that battle and that'll just help us out.
Last week, no disrespect to Cam Irvin, but you could definitely tell they missed Eric Fisher.
I did not realize how much I would miss Eric Fisher.
Yeah, right.
I did not.
I know Eric Fisher has been the GOAT as far as putting the blame on somebody.
Yes.
But Eric Fisher is a heavy part of this offensive line, and I hate to break it to Chiefs fans, they need him. He protects that blind side better than most any other average left tackles in the league can. Do I necessarily think that he's an all-pro level left tackle or anything like no? But at the same time, I'd rather have Eric Fisher in there over Cam Irvin any day.
Yeah, it's kind of like he might be like the Derek Carr of left tackles. Like he's not an all-pro, he's not really a Pro Bowler.
He ain't the worst.
But he ain't the worst.
Right.
Like you want him or you want Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Right.
You know, like it could be worse, as we saw.
Yeah.
So like we need him. We need him. I never thought I'd say it.
Right.
But we need him.
Lamar Jackson. What are your thoughts on
everything? everything. He runs everything for them.
Right.
If we can just contain him, just keep him in the pocket, don't let him just go. And if he ends up throwing 300, then he throws 300.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like Patty. You gotta limit him to something.
Yeah.
And then if he does it anyway, well then he just does it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if we can just limit his runs and just limit the running game, period, just fight and win it, period, we got a shot.
Yeah.
Because if our secondary keeps improving, Thornhill's going to keep getting better. Ward apparently is getting better. Maybe, hopefully last week isn't a fluke, but I guess we're going to find out. I hope it's not.
Yeah.
So if we can contain it and win that battle on both sides up front, I think we'll be fine.
I think the biggest thing, especially for our defense, is winning that short yardage battle. Staying out of, well, not staying out of, but winning on 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 5s, because the Ravens are ultimately going to get into that because they're going to run the ball first and second down. You know, but if the defense can get off the field on those type of possessions, I think that this game will lead to us being able to come out with a victory. And then containing Lamar Jackson is going to be huge key.
Yeah.
Not letting him scramble and get outside the pocket and allow him to make plays with his feet. He's a dynamic runner. I haven't seen anybody do what he can do since Michael Vick, really, man. Like, he almost, everything he does right now is almost Michael Vick-esque, you know.
I don't want to put him in a comparison.
I'm not gonna
be, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I'm not saying he
is acting like him.
Yes. I don't want to put him in that box either because he's Lamar Jackson. He's a different, you know. Yeah. He's not that good, but I'm saying that I haven't seen anybody do what he's done since him. You know, since Vic.
Yes. That's for sure.
Right.
He's a weapon. Granted, he might be like the best quarterback, but he's a weapon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a weapon. If we can, because I'm not overly worried about Marquise Brown, because I think our safeties are better. And our tackling is better to where I think we'll be okay with the deep ball. Because as far as I know, I don't think we've really given up a deep ball. Like, not really. We've given up a few big plays, but no, like the one Honey Badger should have intercepted, let's be honest. Yeah. But they didn't complete it.
I think they're so well coached that I think that they're gonna know what their game plan is and they're gonna stick to it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna run the clock, the clock.
They're gonna try to do everything. I think they're gonna try to do everything that they can do to keep our offense off the field. Yeah, you know, just the same way they came in last year with that mindset. Yep. And I mean, in reality, it almost won them the game.
Really, it should have.
A couple mistakes that they had here and there, and they pulled that game out. You know,
so if it was any other quarterback, they would have.
Yeah, and I think
honestly,
I think at that point in time, Lamar was still learning. He was still trying to get his mechanics down and stuff like that. But now you've seen this year that he's obviously worked in the off season and he's gotten better. So
I could also see the Honey Badger almost spying him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like him coming up and he's the one that's spying and seeing where Lamar's gonna go and then he takes off.
Yeah.
I can see him being in that role or Darren Lee being in that role because he's really fast. You know, so I can see him being that spy role because it can be Hitchens. He's slow as hell. You know what I mean? It can't be any lineman. So I can see them being in a spy-ish role. Yeah. Or where like they kind of shade him. You know what I mean? So hopefully Spags can scheme up something to
that's what I was gonna say.
Keep him
I think Spags will have something.
I think so too.
Definitely special for him.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Going into it, what's your score prediction?
This is the game that really could go either way if I'm being honest. But I'm going to be biased. I'm going to say probably 27-24.
Wow.
Like close.
I think it's going to be a physical game. And I would say my score prediction is going to be 24-23 Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be another game where we're going to have to, it's going to be played to the end.
Yeah.
But I think that Arrowhead is going to be rocking.
We're going to be there, so it's going to be.
Right. It's the first game in Arrowhead.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to do it for this episode. Always remember to follow us on Twitter, Raw Talk Sports 1. And always remember, guys, there's no talk like Raw Talk.
Put it on the table.